Welcome everybody. Thank you very much for coming along this afternoon. My name is Tony and this is my bookshop, and I am absolutely delighted to be hosting Maxwell's book launch this afternoon. Maxwell has been a huge supporter of Poppies. I think he's been to every book event and every author event that we've had in the shop here, and he's just the most charming man. He's just, you all know him a lot better than I do, but I'm delighted that we're here. So the form for this afternoon is basically my welcome. If you need a toilet, it's through the red door at the back of the shop, just on the landing there. And what we're going to do is that Maxwell's got a short prepared speech that he's going to say. Then we'll do some questions and answers and take questions from the floor. People have been buying the books, which is fantastic, thank you. So make sure that Maxwell will sign them before you leave. And then you're free to shop the shop and spend your time. There's some refreshments. So welcome, and Maxwell, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the launch of Behind You, Dad: Finding Your Feet in a New Land. I'm thrilled to see many familiar faces and new friends here today. First and foremost, I want to express my gratitude to each one of you for setting aside your Sunday afternoon to come and support me and celebrate the release of my book. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Behind You, Dad is a labor of love, and I'm so proud to finally share it with you and share it with the world. This book is about an immigrant father and son having a conversation in the new land, New Zealand, away from Africa. The dad does most of the talking, imparting the wisdom he has acquired over his lived experiences, while the son probes him for answers to his many questions regarding life's challenges. I hope it resonates, inspires you, and sparks meaningful conversations. I want to thank Maddie, my editor, she's not here, who took up the challenge to help me polish my manuscript. I also want to thank Andrew Killick from Castle Publishing and his team for accepting my manuscript and giving it the quality it is now. And Joyce Lai, she's not here, she's coming, for a birthday present painting that is now the identity of the cover of the book. Their input has given life to the book we hold today. And to my family and friends, your love and encouragement mean everything to me. And as I look at this room, I am reminded that writing is not a solo endeavor. It takes a community. And thank you, everyone. Maxwell Jr., my son, he's not here, he's not feeling well today. Thank you for the love. And so thank you again for being here today. I hope you enjoy Behind You, Dad: Finding Your Feet in a New Land. And I look forward to your thoughts and feedback. Thank you.
Maxwell, we've already got some feedback from people who have previously read the book.
Ah, okay.
And the comments that are coming through are people will benefit from the candid conversations and life lessons that the book brings. There is an openness that encourages one to dive deep into their life and learn more about themselves. And one reader says, "What I've found out when reading the book is that you cannot just rush through the pages. I find myself wanting to move, not to move, from a certain page because of the wholesomeness of the content written there." So congratulations, you've obviously struck a chord with a lot of people. So when did you decide that you wanted to write the book?
The decision was so when I came over here, I came in 2005, and I was employed by the company. The company invited me to come over for an interview. I came over for 1 week, and I liked the place, and they took me over. But those the early years in the country were, a bit challenging, and in a new world, and everything is new. And I thought maybe I need to write something down so that maybe future generations can read through and see what life was it like for immigrants from Africa. Yeah. But it was in 2005. But somehow I banked it in the back of my mind. And 2005, 2016, at work, one of my co-workers came into my office. His name is Gary. He's not here. So Gary came into my office and says, shouldn't you be writing something down for your son? Because you need to write down some history for yourself and your family, and because he was writing something down for his son as well.
Yes.
So I said, oh, okay, that's a good idea. And then he showed me what he was writing. So that's a very good idea. That was 2016. All right. 4 years down the line, I haven't written anything. So 2021, the 1st of March, that's when I started writing.
So we know how long it took you to write the book. It's now 2024. So
it's now 2024.
So 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. So it started in 1st of March 2021, but I finished it in 1.5 years. Right? The first manuscript, 1.5 years. But I had to look for an editor. Right? So the editor took about 6 months. All right. And then to the publisher, to look for a publisher, and it took another. Yeah.
And was that, having your work edited, was that a scary process, or did you find it beneficial?
Scary, beneficial, probably both. Yeah. No, it was beneficial because at times what I wrote had to be changed a little bit, right, to suit the reader, but at the same time, the quality and the content of what I wanted written down remained. So, yeah.
And this was the first thing you'd written in length?
In length, yeah. But I've written short stories. Short book. It's on Amazon too, already on Amazon. But, yeah, but this is the first big book that I've written. Yeah.
What, thinking back about when you were putting the book together, were you able to write it sequentially, just in chronological order, or did it come in fits and starts? And what was the most challenging aspect of that?
Oh wow, yeah, because I set myself a task. Was a task, obviously. So every day I had to write at least 500 to 1,000 words, right? And but I didn't have a plan of what I was going to write that night, right? So I wrote whatever that was coming, right, onto my fingers, onto the keyboard, and for some reason it was sequential. It was following what I'd written before. So in a way, that's how I wrote it.
Yeah. You must really be very organised. To lead a busy life, to be working, to be studying, to be writing all at the same time.
Yeah. Organised, I don't know. But I think it comes down to self-discipline. I think. Yeah. Because I had no social life during the time. I had no social life during the time of writing. Yeah. So basically, it was work, go home straight, have my dinner, take a shower, and sit on my desk and start writing. And yeah, so
It's a great
organized, yeah.
Yeah. And disciplined, and that's
Discipline, discipline, yeah, probably.
the style of the book is conversational and a dialogue with your son.
Yes.
Where did that idea come from?
Where did the idea come from? So me and my son, right? My son comes over to my place. He lives with his mom, so he comes over to my place over the weekend, during weekends, and we have these conversations, deep conversations, which is like when you listen to us having a conversation, you say, oh, that's yeah, that's sometimes it's too philosophical. And I said, I think I can put something like this into a book.
Yeah.
All right. So that's how the idea came about, and yeah.
So you are a philosopher. You think philosophically.
Probably, I don't know, but I go to School of Philosophy. I've got my friends here from the School of Philosophy. My first philosophy teacher is here. Thank you for coming, Ale.
Greetings, Maxwell.
Thank you. So yeah, I like philosophy. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, there's a. I'll make a commercial break here now, but there are a group of philosophers called the Stoics, and the Stoics, in a general bookshop like this, we sell books about the sayings of the Stoics and the learnings of the Stoics pretty much every day of the week. So that traditional ancient philosophy is still very relevant today, and people are finding meaning for their busy lives in the modern world from the ancient Greeks, which is quite remarkable. Your book reminded me of quite a famous book by an author called Mitch Albom, who's an American, and it's called Tuesdays with Maury. And it's a young man who forms a relationship with an older man, and they spend a lot of time together talking about life and the meaning of and finding your direction. And it's a book that's been around for many, many years, and it's sold many, many thousands of copies. And I sort of thought of that when I was reading your book. So,
thank you. Yeah, so if you look at my card, the books that I've bought here, most of them are philosophy. Yeah.
Yes. I'm just trying to impress your teacher now. Have you given him a reading list? Is it?
The reading list is at the back of the book. The back of the book, yeah.
One of the people that knows you from Zimbabwe said that you are an introvert by nature, and here you are public speaking. Is it?
Yeah, I am. Probably I am. I don't know, maybe. Yeah. I've got a friend here, John. I've been working with him for more than 15 years.
Yeah.
And probably he would agree with that person, maybe.
Yeah.
Is that right, John?
Yeah, I think you have many faces, and you challenge yourself, which is good. But yeah, I can see both sides. It's a gift to be able to do that, I think. Whereas most people just stay in their lane and they never escape.
Is that what you found?
Me? I think Maxwell is one of the best listeners and just absorbs everything that you say to him all the time, because I'm a talker. And we used to work together, and I think there are a few times where I would just be babbling on and he'd say to me like, oh, I might use that in my book. And I'm like, what? Really? I said something smart. But yeah, he's just always absorbing what people are sort of expressing to him at the time, which I think is such an awesome quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great quality. Yeah, I agree with you. It's a great quality to have, to be a good listener.
That's important. Yeah. I was going to ask the question, is your son a good listener?
Is my son a good? He is a good listener. Yeah. He's better than me. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's not feeling well today. So yeah.
And how old is your son?
My son is 22. He's turning 23 this year.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
So anybody have any questions? you've probably heard enough from me now. But any other questions you'd like to ask, Maxwell?
Just having read the book, just seems like you have a great love for having the best for everybody. In whatever situation you're in, you just want the best for everybody. Would that be right? Always looking.
Yeah, that's very right. Yeah, that's correct.
Put
Yeah.
a wide view.
Yeah.
Not just the best for yourself.
Yeah. When I look at everyone, everyone is part of me, and I'm part of everyone. So I want the best for everyone. The best for everyone is the best for me. So.
Sorry, I haven't read the book as yet, but from what you've from the conversations that we've had, I'd assume this is a real life story, right?
It is a real life story. Exactly, it is a real life story, and there are some characters in the book, but I've changed the names. Apart from those, there are some names that I've retained, and yeah. So it is a real life story. Yeah.
Will I know its name when I read it?
There will be any lawsuits.
So who did you write the book for, and who do you hope the readers will be?
Oh, who did I write the book for? Because life has got challenges. Be it men, women, mothers, children, kids. So I think everyone will be able to pick something from the book. Though it's a conversation between a father and a son. But I think the conversation touches on many aspects of life. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a universal conversation. It's not just between you and your son. It's between any parent and their children and friends.
Yeah. I don't know, how did you find it?
Yeah, I just found it incredible. It just seemed like you sort of treated your life like an experiment to see, to put yourself in situations to see what would happen in situations, to see, or about human nature, to find out about human nature. And then, as problems did arise, how you just dealt with them with a wide view. Do you see your life as an experiment?
Do I see? I think I see my life as. Let me put it this way. In our lives, we don't live the life we live for ourselves, but for the society to learn to pick something out from what we are experiencing. But we can do that by sharing. So if I share my story, it'll probably help someone see life differently. Yeah, so that's
As many of you will know, Maxwell is currently full-time study at Auckland University studying global studies, which focuses on solving globalised world issues, which is a massive challenge. Anybody who keeps their eyes and ears open about what's going on in the world, the challenges on a global scale are immense. So next year Maxwell's hoping to go to a posting at a Swedish university, is that correct?
Yeah.
Swedish university, and sort of get a different perspective on things. New Zealand is a long way away from the rest of the world, and we quite often are grateful that we are a long way away from the rest of the world. But Maxwell is going to take his New Zealand experience out into the world and see what else he can add to it. So I wish you every success. And I hereby declare this book officially launched. So please, chat amongst yourselves. We can move the chairs out of the way. You can walk around. You can please eat cheese. It's far too much for me to take home. And we have more wine and fruit juice out the back. So just enjoy yourselves and mix and mingle and get your book signed by Maxwell. And thank you very much for coming, and thank you, Maxwell.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for